So dudes, Lair is one of the most vertically involved maps in Siege history. I'm going to show you all about it. This video is sponsored by Ubisoft. Check out and buy Rainbow Six Siege for yourself at the link in the description. And this hole gives you access to this doorway looking down on a room with a lot of traffic. This room is normally going to be a bomb site. So as you can see, pretty important piece of contention here. Attacking this bomb site is going to revolve around this vertical quite a bit. This room in particular, adjacent to the exterior of the building, is going to be really important for attackers to get control of because there's tons of doorways and traffic that'll go through here. Something that you should know about the new map is that the second floor especially is hugely vertical dependent. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time on attack talking about this concept. Obviously, you might want to get a gridlock or a nomad or just leave a drone here in case somebody tries to flank. Do keep in mind that this wall is spammable. There are going to be head level holes here as well. So depending on the presence of the attack, this might be a little difficult to do, but assuming that you have plenty of bodies up here and it's, let's say, like a 2-man roam, nothing too crazy, you can probably get away with this. So like I said, we're going to have a flank drone and then we're going to work for it like this. So here's one hole you can make. Up by the double doorway to the left is another hole. This cuts off another doorway. So we got a hole here, hole there. We can also cut off some hardcover here. Hardcover cutoff. Another piece of hardcover cutoff. So yeah, really easy to do. You can honestly do this with Zoph. Ram, I think, would be really good for this if you feel a little bit cautious about peeking it. You could come up to here, throw the boogie car in front of you, and then it'll fan out like that, and then you get a ton of vertical without exposing yourself too much or needing to worry as much about the roamers here. You do want to be concerned about this particular peak. I wouldn't necessarily go for it unless you check it. Really quick, I'm going to show you some other vertical spots on this second floor. For the most part, the second floor is spammable. It is destructible. Okay, so we're at this room that we just cleared. Come around the corner here. Anytime you see some like open doorways or hallways or staircases, be mindful, right? Don't be an idiot. Drone it, put a gridlock, put a nomad or something. When you're going for vertical, just clear your surroundings. You know, pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, here's another piece of hardcover for a room down below. There's a lot of these on this map. There's a lot of these like boost spots where somebody can like sit here or sit here. These are going to be really powerful positions and clearing them is going to help your team a lot. Go over here to the big man's office. He seems to have a high opinion of himself. What kind of books is he into? History. Oh, of course he's a Voltaire. History of So he's into Russian history and he's a Voltaire guy. What did Ubisoft mean by this? Go right of the office itself, little hallway dip here. And there is a pillar position. And you can clear that. This is a non-comprehensive list. I would like to do more vertical spots in the future, but let's try something out on defense. All right, so switching it over to defense, we're just going to do some basic defaults here for the top floor bomb site. So the A bomb is in Big Daddy's office here. And then over here is B bomb. So you got a little bit of a ways to go. It's kind of a trek. Rotating is going to take a little bit of time, 25 meters. So what I like to do, go in the room, shotgun, blast open the wall. If there's another wall, blast that open too. This gives me context of the steps that the attackers are going to take and the map control they might want to get if they want to open walls and fight me on the bomb site as an anchor. Going for an A hit from this side of the map makes sense. So you could reinforce this wall, then hold a pixel on people peeking from this side. Make some head level holes on this wall here to peek the main door here by the gun cabinets. For this, we can get a little bit more creative. This room has a lot of hard cover in it, and it's right next to the bomb site anyway. So what we can do here is we can kind of open this up. Reinforce these walls. Escape hatch. Cool, so now I can contest the southeast take through that big double door, and I can rotate back to A if I really need to. At least from a different route, instead of having to run down this, this big wall. The rest of the reinforcements, you could do whatever you want with them, really. You could put a wall here, maybe. Yeah, now you have cover to fight off of. It's a site with a lot of hard walls, but you can make some good bunker positions with it. I think Mira here is going to be pretty powerful for sure. Mira would be pretty good here, too. So these are just some defaults for the top floor site. Now, when you want to learn new maps in Rainbow Six Siege, this one included, one of many that will be added to the game in upcoming seasons. You can watch videos like this, or you can use many of the new map training modes that Rainbow Six Siege is adding, including Map Run. What I'm playing right now is a target drill mode, but stuff like this and Map Run, a tool for players to learn how to navigate the map, do calls, comms with your teammates, stuff like that. There's all sorts of tools that you can use to increase your game knowledge. This map will be getting added to the game in Operation Deep Freeze, November 28th, which comes out on all platforms. Now I'm going to show you an interesting cutoff right next to the main lobby that you can open from outside. So you want to stand right about here on the ramp. Then you want to line your crosshair up, the white dot, with the black railing towards the top. Toss it. Then, towards the right, aim a little bit higher, about halfway through. Then you're going to lean to the left. And then anybody who crosses through this hallway, you can light up. Additionally, down below, anybody playing the position from the first floor, assuming they're not getting shot from these windows, catch somebody going off of the pillar position here. It's a pillar position at the bottom of the north stairs. It's not going to be uncommon for roamers to maybe use this as a rotation. Now, for more defense defaults, I don't know if you've noticed something interesting about Maestro. So you get 3 cameras now, plus the camera is active for 6 seconds, which means you can deny plants with it from full. We can get away with using this camera solely to deny the plant if we want. We also have to consider the angles at which it can get shot. Plus, there's a piece of hardcover right there. So how do you get around this problem? We break the office equipment. Default rotate here with a reinforced wall. A more risky Maestro camera, assuming that the attackers don't have utility, will work here. You can get on top of this desk and then place it on this wall. And this is going to give you the most amount of coverage. No one is going to be able to hide from your evil eye. But it is exposed from this doorway, and this doorway. So just be mindful that you might lose it. If you want it to be safe, I would suggest placing it here. And then if anybody pushes from this side of the map, it will deny plants here. But somebody can hide behind this desk, and the zapping's not going to work. So you can at least comment or zap them as they come in the doorway. Chances are the attackers are going to have a hard time getting control of this room next to the bomb sites. So I wouldn't even really worry about this. I'd put some barbed wire, Fenrir, Legion, stuff like that. Most of the traffic is going to come from this side. So to keep the Maestro camera concealed and to keep it from getting blown up, you can place it here. Attackers coming from the south side of the room won't even probably see it at all. They're going to make a beeline probably right for the bomb. Then all you got to do is this. You can also catch people coming this way. As for your observation blockers, you can put a couple on the basic rotate. Both sides, right? If somebody gets a drone, they can call the rotation. So for that purpose, I do like obs blockers. You can also get a little creative with the elevation. And there you go. Then for the last Maestro, I like to put them in places where I hope nobody's going to see them. For instance, somebody will try to open this main wall. If nobody spotted the camera, I'm lucky, and then I can shoot it off. So that's our triple Maestro strat. And now for another vertical attack strat. So we're familiar with this room. Remember when I was talking about doorways and how those were important cutoffs for verticality? Well, this map has a lot of it, as you can clearly see. So this is an important room for defenders to play in. You can cut off this doorway from 2 floors above. We're in the boss man's office, and the angle I'm showing you is around here. So we can open it up as much as we want. There's that doorway. There's this, like, thingamajig in the way. So be mindful of that. That is hard metal. You cannot pen this. But for the most part, I mean, if you're quick with your trigger, and the guy runs through here, you might be able to hit him in the head. You can also clear the corners. Yeah, so clear that corner position. And as you can see, I can watch the doorway here as well. So this is a ton of vertical from a position that's usually not going to be contested. Or contested as much anyway. Swapping over to Mira for defense. What is this? An exterior entrance. It's actually pretty close to the spawn too. Now that we know this is here. And a choke point too. This one's kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, so no one's going to want to peek this. You can throw a C4 over this. If you don't suck, you can throw a C4 over that. It's shocked. Come on. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't throw a C4. I don't know. If you can do it, let me know. And then for the bomb site next to you, you can do something that I'm personally a big fan of. Not a lot of people like this one, but the culture ones get it. The culture ones understand. The crouch mirror. This is my bunker. You can throw smokes. Look at all the spots you can throw smokes at. Here, behind that. That cover over there. So yeah, if the wall gets open there, just sit tight and shoot them. And lastly, for the attack, I'm going to show you a neat way to clear out reception. Now, everybody keeps telling me they're really sad that Ubisoft got rid of depth charging frag grenades. But, you know, when I do this, I'm not really sure what they mean, because this is a depth charge. This is going below to blow something up. Oh, wait, you mean like cooking it? There's one caveat to this trick. Don't get it caught on something. That's it for my strat video on Lair. I had a ton of fun making this video, guys. Ubisoft, once again, I want to thank them for sponsoring this video. Check out Rainbow Six Siege. Buy it for yourself at the link in the description, and I'll see you guys on the new map this season. Thanks so much. Deuces.